Daily sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Here's Chris Claybrooks to return. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Play action. It's Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Claybrooks to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. At their own 40-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Off play action. Murray. Trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. Handoff running left is Etienne.
And he's got room. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
First down and goal to go. Check four. Hey, switch gears. Greystone, travel.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start.
A handoff for Etienne.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal. Block it.
Etienne. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
They'll try to run with Etienne.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Right there, Shenault for the Jacksonville touchdown. Laviska Shenault.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Murray on the move to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
First down, Cardinals after the catch there by DeAndre Hopkins. Remember, he spent 7 seasons in Houston, now in his 2nd year with Arizona. and went over 10,000 yards receiving for his career last year. Another big season, also tied his career high with 115 catches, none bigger than the Hail Murray against the Buffalo Bills. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got him. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Play action. Now it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now Murray off play action. Going to throw deep for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rondale Moore with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 8.
Next score, Cardinals 14. Jaguars 6.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Clay Brooks to return it. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Lawrence on 3rd down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is going to have a Jags first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Go! 90 Wolf! It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And when you draft a rookie quarterback, as the Jags did with Trevor Lawrence, you want a veteran presence for him. And Marvin Jones, he fits the bill. 5 years in Detroit, 10 years overall in the league.
A first down and more, ETN.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
ETN with it.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here's a give to Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Corey Peters there to bring him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on second and long. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Hey, Zoo.
They go play action with Lawrence. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And Tucson.
On first down, Lawrence finds the open target, Arnold. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Big stop, let's go. Hey, check my Spud.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Lawrence will throw. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
A very important third down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Once more, Etienne. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
6-6, bullet high. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll try to run with Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he's taken down inside the 30. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Prater on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 34. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Well, we saw Trevor Lawrence take plenty of deep shots in his days at Clemson, and he shows off that cannon of an arm here as a rookie at the NFL level.
This time, the extra point up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call in the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Andy Isabella.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Arizona.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
On play action, Lawrence.
Jones has it. Oh, and now some space down right. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there on the catch and run.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is a case of improper form from a tackling perspective, because when you get ready to go up against a back like this, everyone has to be able to understand you've got to be able to slow him down and let the cavalry come to the rescue. They were nowhere to be found that time, though, and this winds up being a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. Touchdown! Dan Arnold, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. On the return, Andy Isabella. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On play action, it's Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And got his man complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. ETN once more. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
This is Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz there to make the grab. And the Cards get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Cardinals 42, Jaguars 28.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Lawrence. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed, and they will score. It's a pick-6 for the Cardinals touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about.
He's got a man complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Chark.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Lawrence going to throw again. He'll find ETN out of the backfield.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Clay Brooks to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. The offenses have success. You could say they've run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get into the act, and one does here.
Nothing like a little bit of revenge for the defense. They've had to deal with it all game long. Both offenses going up and down the field. How about it when they take the ball away and take it to the other end zone?
Prater for the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Clay Brooks to return it.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
2nd and 4. running out of the gun with ETN. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Another tote for ETN.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Cardinals are going to take over here up near the 40.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They run again with Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, it's Hines. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
They'll go option to the short side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
Powerful running. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
I got to say, when they started to run that football, I was thinking, what are you doing? It's 4th and 10, but then I saw the play develop, thought, they're going to get this.
The only thing that went through my head as that play unfolded was a movie line. That just happened. I cannot believe that they ran the ball in that situation, and not only did they run it, they picked up the first down. What a terrific play call, only because it worked. Otherwise, I'd be roasting them right now.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt.
And he stopped immediately there. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He'll get 7 yards there on the keeper, but still 4th down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount